Prediabetes does not destroy your body all at once. It works silently, gradually, breaking down the cellular conversation between food and your cells, one meal at a time, over months, over years. And today, we give you the complete reset, a 30-day protocol built on one powerful truth. Every cell in your body has a healing food, and when you give your cells the right foods consistently, the conversation restores. The insulin receptors wake up, the gut bacteria recover, the muscles rebuild, the blood sugar falls. This is not a diet. This is a 30-day cellular restoration protocol, and it starts tomorrow morning. Welcome to Cellfresco. One belief drives everything we do here. Every cell has a healing food. Today we prove it. For the last time, and the most completely. Here is what we will cover today. First, why 30 days matters at the cellular level, what actually changes inside your cells across 4 weeks of consistent healing food. Second, your complete daily protocol. Morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Every meal, every signal, every cellular mechanism working together. Third, your week-by-week cellular transformation. What to expect as your cells begin to respond. And finally, your permanent action plan. Because this is not a 30-day challenge, this is the beginning of a cellular conversation that never has to stop. Now the story. Your cells did not become insulin resistant overnight. The breakdown happened gradually. Over months, over years. Layers of inflammation building, mitochondria slowly weakening, gut bacteria quietly disappearing, insulin receptors gradually losing their sensitivity. The cellular conversation did not stop suddenly. It faded, one meal at a time, and it will be restored the same way, one meal at a time. Research published in the NIH Diabetes Prevention Program, the largest dietary intervention study ever conducted on prediabetes, found that lifestyle and dietary changes alone can reduce the progression to type 2 diabetes by 58%. And for people over 60, that number rises to 71%. But here is what that research also showed. The changes that produced these results did not require perfection, they required consistency. 30 days of consistent healing signals sent to your cells is enough to measurably improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and begin the restoration of the cellular communication that prediabetes destroyed. 30 days is not a challenge. It is the minimum time your cells need to begin responding. Week 1, the cellular awakening, days 1 to 7. In the first week, your cells are receiving healing signals many of them have not received in years. Your gut bacteria begin receiving the prebiotic fiber they need to produce butyrate. Your insulin receptors begin receiving the magnesium they need to complete their signaling cascade. Your cell membranes begin incorporating omega-3 fatty acids that make them more receptive to insulin. Your mitochondria begin receiving the nutrients they need to produce more energy. You may not feel dramatically different in week 1, and that is normal, because the healing is happening at the cellular level where you cannot feel it yet. But it is happening. Your daily protocol in week 1 is simple. Every single day, morning. Within 1 hour of waking, drink a large glass of water with lemon, then eat 2 whole eggs cooked in olive oil, half a cup of rolled oats with 1 tablespoon of chia seeds and half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon, and a small handful of walnuts. This morning protocol, which we covered in full detail in our morning episode, primes your liver, activates mTOR in your muscle cells, repairs your insulin receptors, mimics insulin at the cellular level, and blocks your morning cortisol spike. All before 9 a.m. lunch. A large bowl of dark leafy greens with half a cup of cooked lentils, sliced raw garlic, olive oil and lemon dressing, and 1 cooked and cooled potato on the side. This lunch sends simultaneous blood sugar, muscle building, gut bacteria, and microbiome reset signals from a single meal. Afternoon. 1 cup of kefir with a handful of pomegranate seeds and dark berries. This afternoon protocol feeds your gut bacteria, seals your gut wall, and provides the Akkermansia-feeding polyphenols that signal your liver to reduce overnight glucose production. Dinner. A grilled salmon fillet with half a cup of quinoa and a large portion of sautéed leafy greens with garlic. This dinner rebuilds your muscle mitochondria, provides complete amino acids for overnight muscle repair, delivers lutein for retinal protection, and sends omega-3 signals to block the gut inflammation pathway we discussed in our gut episode. Before bed, 1 cup of full-fat Greek yogurt, 6 to 8 hours of slow-release casein amino acids for overnight muscle protein synthesis through the mTOR pathway, combined with magnesium to support your insulin receptors through the night. What to eliminate in week 1 and for the entire 30 days. White bread, white rice, sugary drinks, processed snacks, alcohol, artificial sweeteners. These are not just bad foods. Every single one of them is an anti-signal that directly counteracts the healing signals you are sending with the protocol above. Week 2, the cellular momentum, days 8 to 14. By week 2, something begins to shift. Your gut bacteria populations are starting to recover. Your butyrate-producing bacteria are being fed consistently for the first time in years. The toxic molecules leaking through your gut wall are being reduced. The inflammation blocking your insulin signaling is beginning to clear. Your cells are starting to hear insulin again. Not fully, not yet, but the signal is getting through where before it was completely blocked. In week 2, add one important element to your protocol. A 15-minute walk after dinner every single night. Research consistently shows that post-meal walking is one of the most powerful tools for reducing blood sugar spikes. Your muscle cells, which we have been rebuilding with eggs, salmon, lentils, and quinoa, begin absorbing glucose from your blood during that walk. GLUT, 4 transporters that food has been building, are now being activated. Blood sugar drops measurably after every evening walk. You're not just walking. You're activating every GLUT4 transporter that your healing foods have been building in your muscle cells all week. Week 3, the cellular restoration, days 15 to 21. By week 3, your cells are changing in ways that can now be measured. Research from the NIH Diabetes Prevention Program showed that by week 3 of consistent dietary intervention, participants showed measurable improvements in fasting blood sugar, post-meal, blood sugar response, and insulin sensitivity markers. The cellular machinery is responding. The GLUT4 doors are opening more readily. The insulin receptors are completing their signaling cascade more efficiently. The mitochondria are producing more energy. The gut wall is sealing. This is the week where many people begin to feel the difference. Energy levels begin to stabilize. The afternoon crash becomes less severe. Cravings for sugar and refined carbohydrates begin to reduce. Because your cells are finally being fueled properly, they are no longer in a state of constant deprivation and dysfunction. In week 3, add one more element. A handful of dark chocolate, minimum 85% cocoa, every afternoon. As we discussed in our organs episode, the flavonols in dark chocolate send nitric oxide signals to your coronary arteries, improving blood vessel flexibility and directly counteracting the AGE compound damage that prediabetes has been causing to your heart. Your 30-day protocol is now protecting your heart as well as healing your blood sugar. Week 4, the cellular transformation, days 22 to 30. By week 4, the protocol has become habit. The foods have become familiar. The cravings have reduced. And the cellular transformation, which began silently in week 1, is now producing measurable results. Your gut microbiome has shifted toward the butyrate-producing bacteria that improve insulin sensitivity. Your insulin receptors have been receiving consistent magnesium support for 4 weeks. Your cell membranes have been incorporating omega-3 fatty acids that improve receptor sensitivity. Your muscle cells have been receiving consistent protein signals for muscle protein synthesis. Your mitochondria have been rebuilding, and research confirms what you will begin to feel. People who complete 30 days of consistent dietary intervention for prediabetes show measurable reductions in fasting blood sugar, improved HbA1c markers, reduced inflammatory markers, and measurable improvements in insulin sensitivity. 30 days does not reverse prediabetes, but 30 days begins the cellular conversation that reversal requires. And once that conversation starts, it does not have to stop. Your complete 30-day food protocol summarized. Every morning, eggs, oats with chia and cinnamon, walnuts, the liver priming, insulin receptor repairing, cortisol blocking, mTOR activating morning protocol. Every lunch, leafy greens, lentils, raw garlic, cold potato, the dual blood sugar and muscle signal, gut bacteria feeding, microbiome resetting midday meal. Every afternoon, kefir, pomegranate seeds, dark berries, the gut reseeding, gut wall sealing, liver signaling afternoon protocol. Every dinner, salmon, quinoa, leafy greens, the mitochondria rebuilding, complete protein providing, inflammation blocking evening meal. Every night, Greek yogurt, the overnight muscle repair and insulin receptor support signal. Week 2 onwards, a 15-minute walk after dinner, every night. Week 3 onwards, a small piece of dark chocolate every afternoon, the heart-protecting flavanol signal, every single day for 30 days. One consistent cellular conversation, one healing signal after another, sent to every cell in your body. And what to eliminate for all 30 days. White bread, white rice, sugary drinks, processed foods, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners. Not because they are bad in theory, but because every single one of them is an active anti-signal working against the healing protocol above. Your action plan. Start tomorrow morning. Not next Monday, not after the weekend, tomorrow morning. Drink water with lemon. Cook 2 eggs. Make oats with chia and cinnamon. Eat walnuts. That is day 1 of your cellular reset. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be consistent. Every healing meal you eat sends a signal. Every anti-signal food you eliminate removes interference. Over 30 days, those signals accumulate. The cellular conversation restores. And the blood sugar that prediabetes raised begins to fall. Every cell has a healing food, and now you know exactly which ones, and exactly what they are saying to your cells. If this video and this series have changed how you understand the relationship between food and your health, please give it a thumbs up right now. Share it with someone you know who has prediabetes, because this information can change the direction of their health completely. Subscribe to Cellfresco. Every week we go deeper into how specific foods heal specific conditions at the cellular level. A new condition, a new series, a new cellular conversation. Every cell has a healing food. We will keep showing you which one. Keep healing, keep thriving.